Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everyone had a good Monday in NBA. Today we will be doing a recap of last night and a look ahead to today's games, Tuesday, November 24th. As usual, I'll get you guys a 50-50 and a GPP lineup that I am liking. So let's get into last night's games. So my best lineup was a 309. Could have done a lot better, but some people just didn't show up. So yeah, a little disappointed about that. So let's get into it. So Rondo had him, went off for 57.6. Very good night for him. In this lineup, I cannot get in Walker. Really wanted Walker in this, but obviously I just couldn't get him in this GPP lineup. Wish I did have him though. Next was Matthew Dellavedova. Had a very good night, 30.5 for him. He was listed as game time decision, but then they changed that. So a good pick there for only for $4,200. Alrighty, so I made a mistake with Evan Fournier. He was guarded by LeBron James a little bit, so Fournier just didn't do that good. He only got you 15.7. So that was kind of my fault. A lot of other people had him too, but I was, expecting a little bit more from Fournier, but it just did not happen. My dead of the night was Kevin Martin. Don't know what happened to this guy. He was just terrible all night. Couldn't, shoot to save his life. I was expecting probably about 23 from Martin. Because, he was starting, and I thought he'd at least do something, but, he just didn't do anything. So, very disappointing night for Martin. I thought he was going to be the bargain play of the night facing Philly, but that just did not happen. So, definitely disappointed in Martin. Next was Robert Covington, definitely a GPP play. He was starting on the bench, but he had a very good night, 28.7, coming back from injury. So he's easing his way back into the lineup. So very good night from Covington. Alrighty, Rudy Gay. In the video last night, I gave you Caspi because I thought Gay was going to be out. So obviously Gay did play. So I picked him up because I didn't think many people were going to have him because he was just coming off an injury and he was only 3.7% owned in this GPP tournament. He got you 39. Very good night from Rudy Gay. I'll take that every night. Next was Tristan Thompson. Very good night from him. He could have had more, but they were blowing out Orlando, so he didn't play too much of the fourth quarter. So, still a very good night from Tristan Thompson. Same as Kevin Love. Could have had more, but I'll definitely take 49 from Kevin Love any day. All right, last but not least was DeMarcus Cousins. He got an injury in overtime against Charlotte, so he could not play overtime, which, was a little disappointing. Could have had maybe about 3 or 4 more points from Cousins. But a very good pick, 48.7 from him. So, yeah, overall, very good night. I had 2 lineups at 309, so, a pretty good night. Let's get into tonight's games. Tonight's going to be a little tricky just because there's 2 or 3 blowout potential games. So some of the stars may not play in the fourth quarter. So, it's a little iffy. So let's get into it. Alrighty, for this one I'm going Damian Lillard. I know his price is very expensive, but, man, I'm getting Lillard in this here. He's just been too hot here recently to pass up on. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Lillard here against Chicago. Next is D'Angelo Russell. Definitely not loving the pick. I'm just picking him up here because he's the starting point guard now for the Lakers, seeing very consistent minutes, averaging around 25 to about 28 Fanduel points a game. I can live with that. Don't know if he'll reach that here against Golden State, but if he can at least get you 25 points, I will be happy with that. Next is Jimmy Butler. He's been on fire just like Lillard has. They will be going against each other here in this matchup. I think both guys are going to have to lead their teams, so both those guys should get you about 40 plus points tonight. Already moved on to Klay Thompson. Last time out against Denver, he had a very good game. Lakers are just as a poor team as Denver is against shooting guards. Hopefully Thompson can get you what he did last time out against Denver. So I'm really liking Klay Thompson here. Just like I said, worried about blowout. That's the only thing I'm worried about here. All right, next is Harrison Barnes. He's been very consistent these last couple games. Been playing not a good Laker team, so Barnes should get you about 30 points here tonight. I'm really liking him for like $5,500. Alrighty, next is Mr. Crowder. He disappointed a lot of us last time out. Only got you 8 points. Don't know what happened to him. So hopefully he can change that around here against Atlanta tonight. So hopefully Jay Crowder can get you maybe about 25 points. Bazemore is still out, so he's going up probably against Cephalosha. So hopefully Crowder can get the best of it and at least hit value tonight. Alrighty, next going with Pau Gasol here against Portland. Not really liking many power forwards tonight. Obviously, Blake Griffin. He's a little expensive, but definitely liking Griffin here. Draymond Green, he's been a little iffy these last couple games. So I'm going to go with Pau Gasol against Portland, which I think is going to be the closest game of the night. So I'm going to target this game heavily. So definitely liking Gasol to get you about 35, 40 points. Next is Jared Solinger. This guy's iffy just because he doesn't get many minutes. Hopefully, he can get you about 25, 30 points. His last couple of games, he hasn't been getting many points here. But power forwards, like I said, are just not good tonight. So hopefully he can at least hit value, hopefully exceed it here tonight. And last but not least is Mason Plumlee. Surprisingly, Chicago is, not good against centers, which, I found surprisingly. But, Plumlee's been hot. Pick him up if you guys can get him. Really liking Plumlee. Since Leonard's been out, Plumlee's just been on fire, so I'm going to pick him up here tonight. So next is GPP. So tonight is definitely a GPP lineup. Definitely picking some guys I've never picked before just because of injury, so we will see how it goes. Alrighty, I'm going with Chris Paul here. Everybody's liking him tonight. Points wise, I'm a little iffy on him just because he's coming back from injury. Hopefully he can hit value against Denver. I was really liking Lillard. He was a little expensive to get some other guys I need in here though. So I'm going to go with Paul. He should still get you about 35 points here tonight. So hopefully, like I said, we'll do good. Alright, next is Isaiah Thomas. This guy's been on fire. A very good shooter facing Atlanta. Hopefully get you about 30, 35 points as he does day in and day out. Next is CJ McCollum. Like I said, I'm targeting this Portland and Chicago game. May not be the best matchup for him, but like I said, it's going to be a high-scoring game, so someone's going to have to score. On the side of Lillard, and McCollum's been very consistent, so hopefully get you about 30 like he usually does. Once again, Klay Thompson against the Lakers, liking him once again. Can't have your lineup without Paul George. There he is once again against a, not too good of a Washington team. So Paul George should get you about 45 points here tonight. Really liking him. Next is Iguodala. If this is a blowout, he should come in. Last time out against Denver, he had 30 points. A very good night for Iguodala. So hopefully he can get you about 25 again here tonight. Alrighty, here's where it gets a little dicey here. Daryl Arthur. So, he's starting since Fareed. I think Fareed is going to be doubtful. So just keep your eye on that. I'm liking Arthur tonight because he's cheap. Definitely only a GPP play only last time out. Had a very good game, so hopefully he can continue that against the harder Clipper team. Once again, Pau Gasol, liking him against Portland. And Nikola Jokic. Like I said, both of those guys are definitely GPP guys. Both of them should be in the starting lineup. Jokic had a very good game. 2 out of the 3 times he started, very good games for him. So those two guys, if they can at least hit value, at least get you about 20, 25 points, would be very amazing from them. So like I said, those are two huge GPP plays. So alright guys, hope everyone enjoyed this. If you do, please leave a like. If you want to see more content, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Hope everybody has a good day.